Have y'all been to the Dollar Tree lately? They have some beautiful items out for spring, and I was so inspired. I grabbed some of these items and we're going to give them high-end makeovers. You're not going to believe the outcome. I can't wait for y'all to see. These large eggs are $5 at the Dollar Tree Plus, and I see lots of potential. I could have done something different with each of the 4 designs, but I decided to bring the blue one home. I grabbed my Dixie Bell gold marker. This one has a chisel tip, and the gold is beautiful. It's like a shiny gold, almost like a gold foil. And I just started lightly coloring the flowers and the vines and the leaves on here. I didn't want full coverage, so I just lightly guided the chisel tip over the details, and wherever, you know, the paint came off, it came off. I didn't think about it too much, but I thoroughly enjoyed this project. I thought it was very relaxing, kind of like coloring. I got into it, and I think I'm gonna go grab some more of these eggs and do more of these. That's how much I enjoyed it. And if you're interested in one of these Dixie Bell gold chisel tips, it is available on my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. And let me know if you would like me to come up with some more ideas for these, because as you can see, these oversized decorative eggs can be very expensive online, but I think with a little thriftiness and a little DIY and a little creativity, we can absolutely make our own. I really love the way that the egg is looking, but look, I'm from the South, and I feel like if we put an oversized satin bow on it, it's just gonna put the cuteness over the edge. So that is exactly what I did. I had a vision for this piece, and honestly, it came out even better than I expected. I feel like it is very on trend. Blue and gold is very popular. Bows are very popular. So be sure you save this video. That way, when you find an oversized egg, you know exactly what to do. And y'all leave a comment if you have any other ideas for this. If you are ready to start your spring crafting, I have some great bundles available on my website. You're going to save 20% by getting these. I have an IOD bundle and a Dixie Bell bundle. So I will link them in the description, but they are available on my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. Run to your local Dollar Tree, because these faux moss bunnies are a steal at $6 each, but I just feel like they're a base that we can add to. Let's start with this little cutie. I just love the position he's in, and I actually grabbed these little florals at the Dollar Tree as well. I like them because they look like polka dots. They're so tiny. I ended up using 2 sprigs for this project, and I believe they were $1.25, but I don't know. The Dollar Tree is always changing their prices. So I just pulled all of the little flower buds off of the stems. And then I started hot gluing them to my bunny. I was going for a polka dot pattern, so I just tried the best I could to evenly space them out. And while I was doing this, I had so many ideas on what else you could add to this bunny. Of course, you could do different florals, but I was thinking some half sphere beads would be really fun. What about some pearls? You could get some wood ones and paint them whatever color. You could do a monochromatic look and get some green ones. Oh, but what about some blue and white on this green moss? That would be beautiful. On the face, I didn't want to do polka dots, so I just did one flower where the eye would go, and then on the ears I went back to the polka dot pattern. It was definitely a little more difficult, but I just, you know, did the best that I could. I ended up with a few extra flowers, so I decided to add a few more to the tail just so that it would stand out a little bit more. You know, when you're using hot glue, you're going to end up with a bunch of little hot glue spider webs, so grab your heat gun and just carefully go over your piece, and it cleans everything up and gets rid of all that. Just be careful not to get too close to this moss because it will melt. I thought I was done with this project, but the bunny literally asked me if I could put a bow on it, so I had to do it. I think this is so precious. It's still a moss bunny, but it's a more elevated look. It's little flowers, but from far away it looks like polka dots. I have more of these moss bunnies, so I'm excited to look through my DIY stash and see what I have on hand that I can add to these and make more of them. Be sure to save this project. You can use this technique on any moss figurine you have, and if you have any more ideas, make sure you drop them in the comments. This $6 moss bunny from the Dollar Tree is going to get a very simple makeover. First, let's take off this bow. We can definitely do better than that. I got this beautiful creamy velvet ribbon. I believe I ordered it on Amazon. And I think this creamy white looks so pretty paired with the moss, but it's a little too wide. So I'm just going to cut it down to the size that I want and then tie it in a bow around the bunny's neck. Wooden sofa legs is something I always pick up when I'm thrifting, but they do come with these screws in them, and sometimes they're really hard to get out. But for this project, we don't need to take them out because there's actually a hole in the bunny, and then you just put it right on top. It's done. You can glue it if you want. I didn't. Sometimes simple is the way to go. The only thing that would make this project better is if I had a large, tall cloche that would have fit over this piece. I think that would have looked amazing. So I'm on the lookout for one. The Dollar Tree has these metal lanterns for $5. They come in black and gold. This was the last gold one at my store, so definitely brought that one home with me. But look at this. The moss bunny fits perfectly in here. I'm not loving the gold. It's kind of dull and cheap looking. I mean, it was $5, but I can make it look more expensive. I took the Dixie Bell gilding wax and the antique gold and the gold. The first thing I'm gonna do is stipple on the antique gold. You definitely want to use a paintbrush that you can throw away after this because it is hard to get this product off of your brushes, and all the stippling is going to mess it up. So this is with the antique gold. It's looking good. But when we layer on the gold, which is shiny, I think it's just a beautiful combination, and it gives it a lot of dimension. So this is the before, and then this is the after. I think that looks so much better. So I just continued this process on the whole lantern. It only took a few minutes, and I also ended up doing the inside just in case you'd be able to see it. To be honest with you, I really don't decorate with lanterns in my decor, but I think they are great pieces to use for tablescapes or parties or holidays. So for $5, you just can't beat that price. And if you add a little paint, a little texture, a little shine, it'll absolutely make this $5 lantern look way more expensive. And I saw they had a smaller size for $3. So I think if you put these different sizes together to create a vignette, that could be an amazing, beautiful look. If you're interested in any of the items that I created in today's video, they're going to be available on my next Would Not sale. I do Would Not sales every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it's my favorite time of year where we can start selling all of the cute spring stuff. And my favorite thing about spring decor is honestly, you can pretty much leave it out all year long. And if you have not joined Would Not yet, make sure you scan the QR code on my screen or use the link in my description because you're going to get a $15 credit. And if you have no clue what Would Not is, well, let me tell you about it. It is an app where all day long they have different auctions going on, live auctions. So people like me showing items and then you bid on it. It is so much fun, and you can do it all from the comfort of your home. And I guarantee you, anything and everything you are looking for, there's probably an auction going on. So make sure you use that search bar and search for exactly what you are looking for. It's so much fun. I have sales every Thursday. So y'all come over onto Whatnot, come hang out with me, and come find all of the other amazing sellers that they have over there. These precious little rabbit come in two different options at the Dollar Tree for $6. They're adorable. They look like baskets, but they are not. They are made of resin. Let's give this little cutie right here a makeover. This bow has got to go. I love bows, but I don't like that one. I mean, it already looks better as soon as you take off that cheap bow. We're going to give this bunny a new life with a paint job. I'm going to be using Dixie Bell paint. It is actually the patina paint in the bronze color. So you're supposed to use this with the patina sprays, but there are no rules in crafting, and I just love this color, so I just use it as a paint color. I only had to do one coat on here with a few touch-ups. It really didn't take long, especially with my pointed sash paintbrush. This is the perfect paintbrush for jobs like this where you have a lot of surface area, but also a lot of details, because that little point just gets into all the little details and makes painting so much easier. And as always, you can find all of the paint and supplies on my website, juliesdesignsandssigns.com. Didn't I tell y'all this color was beautiful just on its own as paint? I love the way it's looking, but we're just going to add a little more dimension. I grabbed the Dixie Bell antiquing wax in the gold color, and I am just going to lightly dry brush it on the piece. And you can see the difference here. It just adds another element, and I feel like the more layers you have, the more expensive and high-end something looks. And I'm also loving the shine that the gold gilding wax is adding to this. So how do you like it better, with the gold gilding wax on the bunny or with just the bronze paint? Honestly, I feel like you can't go wrong. I just thrifted this beautiful green velvet ribbon from the Goodwill bins. It's way too big, but guys, if you find a ribbon that you like, just get it because you can cut it to the exact size that you need. So I am just cutting this down, and I couldn't tie a bow with this type of ribbon, so that's cool. I just hot glued a little bow together, the perfect size for the bunny. I added some tails on there, but I didn't cut the tails until I actually put it on the bunny, so that way I could figure out exactly what size I wanted. Do you even remember how much this bunny was? It is absolutely stunning. The combination of that brassy gold bronze color with the green velvet bow is just absolute perfection. I feel like this looks like something that you would find at a very high-end boutique for a lot of money, but now you know how to create it yourself for a lot less. I want to show y'all another little bunny project that I did. So white mini bunnies, let's give them a makeover. I use the gold gilding wax for this one, and I found the perfect spot for in my house. Each season I like to find a different mini figurine to put under my mini brass magnifying glass, and this bunny was perfect after its makeover. I just love the difference a little bit paint can make. This one I painted with the iron patina paint, and I did put the green and blue patina spray on it. So now it looks like a little rusty rabbit. Isn't it adorable? And I found a home on my trinket shelf. I'm trying to fill these up, and I've been buying way too many minis. So I'll probably have a mini wood knot sale very soon. Let's give this bunny from the Dollar Tree a simple glow up. First of all, bow has got to go. Let's get that out of here. Now look, this one was not even painted all the way. You can still see some of the resin. Y'all know I like white, and this bunny is already white, but I don't like the bright, cool tone of this, so let's warm it up. I'm going to be using Dixie Bell paint in the color Magnolia. It has been my favorite color for quite a while now. It just looks so good in my house, and since this bunny was already white, it was very easy to paint. I just did one quick coat and it was done. And my pointed sash paintbrush easily got into all of the details. To finish this off, bunny needs a bow. These are some pretty blue satin bows I ordered off of Amazon. I put them all over my teenage daughter's room and still had extra, so I am just going to hot glue this right on the neck of this bunny. There's a reason everyone, including me, is in love with blue and white decor. It is just a timeless, classic look. This was a very simple makeover, but had a very dramatic change. Not all whites are the same, and you want to find one that is warm, but not too bright and not too yellow. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what is your favorite project that I created today. I am just not sure if I can pick one. I love how they all came out, and I really wanted to do this video because not everybody can go to the thrift store or find certain things. Some people don't like to thrift. I know, crazy, right? But there are people like that. So I wanted to show y'all a way where you can find items in the store that you like and just change them up a little bit, make them look a little bit more high end or make them look a little bit more like your style. Also, if you have a booth, these items are priced amazingly for you to go get, upcycle, and resale. I can tell you, I cannot even touch these prices if I went look for the exact same items wholesale. And since these are items I actually went purchase from the store, you can go purchase them as well. You can buy all the DIY products on my website and you can create the exact same thing or change it up a little bit to go with your color scheme. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun making it. I just absolutely love how these projects came out. So I will see y'all next week for another video. Bye guys. Oh, and don't forget to come to my Whatnot sale. Thursday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Put it in your calendar.